Son of Thanjai. Thanjai? Son of Thanjai. Gameplay reveal trailer. I like how India's starting to do more games. However, are they going to actually come out? Are they actually going to come out? Raji, I know is going to come out, but it's like Mumbai Goalies, that's dead in the water. Occult Chambers, I've been waiting forever for that, but like, hopefully they start coming out with more.
அப்பனும் கை விரிக்க எல்லாத்தையும் இழந்து வந்திருக்க.
The graphics is more like Oblivion graphics. It feels like Oblivion. The weather's hot here. The weather's hot.
வாராசா உட்காரு இந்த கையே. Yes.
Okay, that animation works on making her look creepy. If that's what they're going for, she looks creepy.
சொப்பனத்துல பார்த்த கை குடியில விழுந்து சொகத்துல புரண்டு இருட்டுல தொலைஞ்சி மறுசன்மம் எடுத்து வந்திருக்க. நீ ஆள பிறந்தவனா? இல்ல அழிக்க பிறந்தவனா? பஞ்சம் பிடிச்ச நாட்டுல புரட்சி வெடிச்ச ஊருல நீ போற வழியெல்லாம் பதம் ஒழிக்கும். ஆறா வளையிற ஒரு வாழ் உன் பகைய முடிக்கும். உன் உள்ளங்கை ரேக அவங்கள பார்த்து சிரிக்கும். உனக்காக ஒரு அரியாசனம் காத்திருக்கு.
Okay. I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they want to go for. I don't think they know what they want to go for, because it went from feeling like Assassin's Creed, like the original Assassin's Creed, where he's being stealth, he's going in, he's taking down one person at a time, and then we end up in Dynasty Warriors. You've got to pick a lane. You've got to pick a lane, because if you want Dynasty Warriors, it's okay to have Dynasty Warriors. And I think India has a very rich history with constant wars and battles that they could do a Dynasty Warriors game. They really could. But it has to be a Dynasty Warriors type game. You can't have mixed. It doesn't really work when you mix in the stealth kind of feature where you're taking one at a time. When a player sees something like this, oh, I can go in and kill like hundreds of people in one run through. Why the heck would I do stealth? So you just run in every single time to the tower and eradicate everyone. What's the point of stealth when you can eradicate everyone? I don't think this is very good when it comes, because it was like before, it was like, okay, animation's still a little stiff. The more they do, the better it'll get. So we'll see. And it's just like, okay, it's more like Assassin's Creed, stealth, trying to just figure out all the information. And then you end up in Dynasty Warriors all of a sudden. It's like, what the heck? Indian games need to move away from horror. Feels like everyone went the same code boot camp. Yeah, probably. They're all trying to do the same thing. They're all trying to do the same thing. You have the really old person trying to tell a story and creep people out. I mean, heck, even the original Raji indie game had me creeped out. Those puppet animations were terrifying, absolutely terrifying for me. For me, that was a horror. That was a horror.
குடிச்சு சுருள் வாழ்தாகம் தீந்து 1000 தலை வாங்கி மகுடம் சூடி எல்லாம் முடிச்சு நீ அரியணை ஏறும்போது என்ன மிஞ்சம் ராசா?
again, it could have been fine if they just focused on one route, but it's because they show evidence of it being like an Assassin's Creed type. But then you go to the big battlefield, you pull out your belt sword, and you're swinging it around everywhere in Dynasty Warriors fashion, killing everyone, beheading everybody. It's just like, what makes like the Assassin's Creed work? It's the immersive combat where someone's swinging at you, you parry just in time, you have a perfect counterattack you can do. Same thing in Crimson Desert, where you have that kind of momentum. You feel like there's an actual flow to combat. But no, this game, you get into the combat and it becomes a button masher. And again, there's nothing wrong. Like me, I absolutely loved Dynasty Warriors growing up. One of my absolute favorite. You jump on the horse, you ride through the crowd, just flinging your spear or your sword. Me, I use like a giant buster sword from like Final Fantasy VII. I forgot the character that did that, but it just doesn't feel immersive. It doesn't feel immersive. And then it goes to a scene which feels immersive. And then it goes back to the Dynasty Warriors nonsensical, just random combat simulator, which again is fine. But if you're going to do random combat, keep it random combat. Literally, India is rich with history and historical figures of like, what was the guy who did use like a belt sword? Bastada? What was the guy who had like 2 wives or something? Like, you literally have a ton of characters throughout Indian history that is perfect for a Dynasty Warriors type. You could have the Queen of Jhansi as a character as well. Like, literally, you could be fighting against the British. You could be fighting against the Mongols. You could be fighting against the Ottoman Empire. You could be fighting against, like, there were so many times where India was being infringed upon, and it could do just a bunch of random, like, melding all the history pieces together, just have them running around, swinging their swords around. There's nothing wrong with that. It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. Like, it's fun to play when you're doing something like that. But the thing is, you're doing something like that, and then you got to switch your brain for the assassin mode? Like, no. Keep one kind of gameplay. Keep one kind of gameplay, not several. They don't know what they're doing. Yeah, they don't. They don't. Honestly, there was not enough gameplay. We barely had any mechanics. So yeah, well, the only mechanics they really showed was 2 completely opposing mechanics. There's the Assassin's Creed, and then there's the Dynasty Warriors. But the thing is one of them a cutscene? Is the Assassin's Creed a cutscene? Or is the Dynasty Warriors a cutscene? Because if that's the case, then okay, but then why show a cutscene like that? Why show a cutscene about doing stealth when it's a game about, like, random combat? Sadly, I don't think this is going to do good. I don't think this is going to do good. Wish list now. Xbox Series X, S. I hate that. I hate Xbox's naming scheme. Xbox on PC, Xbox Cloud, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, Steam, and Epic Game Store. I'd get it on Steam if I was to get it. But the game doesn't know what it's trying to do. The game doesn't know what it's trying to do. And that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. The game is like spamming. Exactly. Absolutely. It's just spamming, button mashing. There's really nothing to it. There's really nothing to it. And again, there's a genre for that. There's a genre for that. But the game has to be that. It has to be that. Or else nobody cares. Or else nobody cares.
You guys got a video? Why is it so bad?
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Why is it like that?